of a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of a National Commission against the proliferation of small arms and light weapons in coordinate and implement activities to combat the problem of the proliferation of small arms and light weapons in Nigeria, in line with the Economic Community of West African States Convention on Small Arms and Light Weapons, and for related matters, standing in the name of Honorable Hon M T Monguno. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read in the first time on Wednesday, 3rd July 2019, and I invite Honorable Monguno to move that the bill be now read a second time.
Monguno. I represent Martin Monguno, Ganzai Federal Constituency of Borno State. I hereby move that a bill for an act to provide for establishment of National Commission against the proliferation of small arms and light weapons to coordinate and implement activities to combat the problem of the proliferation of small arms and light weapons in Nigeria in line with the Economic Community of West African States Convention on Small Arms and Light Weapons, and for related matters, House Bill 10 be read the second time. I so move.
Constituency and from Abia State. I rise to second the motion as moved by the Chief Whip. I so second.
Please lead the debate.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Mohammed Tahir Monguno, I represent Martin Monguno Ganzai, Federal Constituency of Borno State. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, it is a well-known fact beyond any dispute that the primary responsibility of governance is the provision of the welfare and security of the citizenry. And any government that fails and or neglects to perform that primary duty of providing for the security and welfare of its citizens, that government ab initio is not supposed to exist. So, and it is also beyond dispute that there is proliferation of small arms and light weapons in the hands of non-state actors across the length and breadth of this country, thereby exacerbating the problem of insecurity that has threatened to consume the corporate existence of this country, to the extent that some people are bold enough to excise some parts of Nigeria and declare a caliphate because they are in possession of these small arms and light weapons that they can afford to engage our armed forces in defense of the territorial integrity of this country. And also, the avalanche of armed banditry, herdsmen, farmers clashes, Boko Haram insurgency, and even the problem of the Shiite sect that is beginning to rear its ugly head in our body polity can all be traced to the fact that non-state actors are in possession of these small arms and light weapons. And for government to discharge that primary responsibility of providing for the security and welfare of its citizens, there is need to have a body corporate that can not only back, but can bite in the discharge of its duties, in the moving of sensitization and moving of these light weapons and small arms from the hands of non-state actors, so that collectively we can sleep with our two eyes closed. And it was against this backdrop that this House, being a chamber that is representative of the will of the Nigerian people, is supposed to make legislations that are in consonance with the wishes and aspirations of the people. It was against this backdrop that I'm inviting these hallowed chambers to legislate or first, for second reading, the establishment of this commission, so that this commission will be legally saddled with responsibility of not only moving off these light weapons and small arms from non-state actors, but also sensitization on the dangers of allowing these small arms to be in the hands of non-state actors. And even go forward to give reward for people that on their own volition, suo motu, can surrender these small arms and light weapons to the state, so that these dangerous weapons cannot be in the hands of state actors. So instead of approaching it in an ad hoc manner, in a stopgap manner, like Zamfara state government the other day is bringing out some amount of money to give as reward for people that are ready to surrender their arms, ditto Borno state government, ditto Katsina state government. So there is a need to institute a commission with a legal framework that will be saddled with the mandate to discharge this function, so that these small arms and light weapons can be mopped off. And once we do that, it is also in consonance with ECOWAS convention that urges all West African member states of the economic community to put legal frameworks or institutions that will be saddled with the responsibility of moving up these small arms from non-state actors. So against this backdrop, I am inviting my colleagues to support the second reading of this bill, to borrow the word of my friend, Honorable Osai Osai, with the speed of light. Thank you.
Those in favor of the bill, please say aye. Those against, please say nay. The ayes have it.